بسم الله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونصلي على رسوله الكريم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي بسم الله. So Global Mind Strategic Leadership session number 3. Okay, right. Do you remember this picture? What is your ultimate desire of your life? Okay,
The creator.
you want to see your creator. How about others?
The same.
Same. I want to meet my Allah, see my Allah. I want to be with Him because He created me, right? So I want to see Him. That is my ultimate desire, inshallah. So we are moving towards that direction. Every second we are moving. So to see Him, we have to enter Jannah. Tamam? Right. Okay, we discussed last time, the end of the presentation, about strategic leaders and how do some people become strategic leaders while others are not. Do you remember this question? Then I explained you about MBA, education, wealth, family, profession, nationality. So all of you said these are not the primary requirement to become a strategic leader. Okay. Why the definition of strategic leadership is not dependent on all of these things. How many of you remember what is the definition of strategic leader? Who is a strategic leader? I will ask again, inshallah. Right. Okay. So, and we understood that these are additional or supportive requirements. To become a strategic leader, these are not compulsory. If you have all of them, excellent. Nurun ala nur. Okay, very happy. Why? The reason is there were and there are many leaders in the world. Most of them they didn't have all of these things. Sometimes they didn't go to school. Their family background is very poor sometimes, or their nationality is not from US or UK, right? Professional background also not like that. But still they became leaders and they perform well in the world. They produce something better for the humanity, isn't it? So it is not, these are not compulsory requirement, but if you have all of them, excellent, inshallah. You can deliver more effectively. Do you remember the golden key? How many teeth? 3. IAP. Did I explain you what are those teeth? First one, knowing who am I. Okay. Second one, having meaningful ambition. Third one, working on necessities and priorities. So these are the common and general qualities of a successful people, whoever, wherever, regardless of their differences. If you read the biographies, you will see all of these three, within their biographies. They understood about themselves. Who am I? And they had a clarity about their future, why I am here, what I can do my best. And they live with priorities. They were well focused on their ambition. That's why they were able to become successful in their life and they produce a lot. Some people, they lived a short time period, but they contributed more than what they how many years they lived. Can you give me an example? Have you heard something like that? Have you heard about some scholars like Ibn Jawzi rahimahullah? He was a scholar, right? He written 1,000 books. Okay. So if somebody researched about him and found that number of pages divided by number of years he lived. Okay. He wrote, I think, 40 pages per day. Right. So what caused him to do like that? He was very clear about his contribution. Right. So you can find not only Muslims, even, for example, Einstein or whoever scientists, any leaders from any industry. If you read their biography, you will find all these three things. Right? So if you want to become a strategic leader, inshallah, we have to focus these three. And this is general for anyone. Okay, now I have mentioned this global mind, strategic leader many times. Today, inshallah, we will explore who is this man or who is this person. Okay? Right. Please focus and try to understand the idea behind this concept, because this is a unique concept we developed from Sira. What do you mean by Sira? The biography of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We are learning Sunnah from his life. How to pray, how to fast, how to help others, how to run family. But many people fail to learn from his leadership. There are some scholars, they have written books and done researches, but many people, they don't implement. That's why this concept, Alhamdulillah, I developed this from my research. You can read my research paper. I will show you, inshallah, later. So this is a research paper published recently in the University of Malaya. Hamna, what is the title? Could you please read it?
The Global Mind Strategic Leadership Development Framework is basically a purpose-driven and value-based approach to leadership development.
Yes. So the idea is based on how Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam trained his companions, developed leaders. Based on that idea, I have written this paper. Now I will show you one small video. Please watch this, inshallah, all of you. Okay, what do you understand from this video? There's a powerful message. It depends on you. What do you understand from this?
Can I say?
Yeah, please. I'm waiting for you to tell.
The seed basically grow, which says that growing and maybe developing is not easy. It comes with a lot of challenges, and it depends on you, on how strong you are to overcome those challenges with confidence. And then after facing those challenges, you become even more stronger and powerful.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. Jazakallah khairan. How about others? Any other comments to add based on your opinion, your perception? Hannah, Hamna?
The challenges make you more stronger and more worthy enough, and to overcome that, you need a strong root that is developed by various factors. When it comes to seed, its growth and development is determined by the water that it gets and the sunlight it gets. So basically, a person that is formed after the challenges is also determined by the factors that is contributing on it earlier, prior.
Yes. So it is about seed, root, challenge, and success, isn't it? Good. Hafsa, any input from you? Same thing? Yes. Rukaya?
I have much to say.
Okay. Hajar?
I think our iman should be like this, strong enough, even if there's no hope.
Very good. It's about Iman. Okay. Hannah?
I think the others have definitely said a lot of right. So the thing is, my internet is really lagging today, so I don't know why I could not see the video properly.
A video properly. Okay. Right, right. No problem. Sure. So it is about basically the seed. Seed became a tree, powerful tree, isn't it? Depend on the seed, the trees will be there. If it is apple seed, apple tree, seed, coconut tree, durian seed, durian tree. So once they become a tree, what is the benefit? So they will benefit for others, isn't it? For human, birds, animals, even environment. So the idea is we have seed within
So I
ourselves.
think I'm having a bit of an internet issue. Give me a second. Let me just quickly fix that and rejoin.
So I didn't get, please repeat again. Okay. So the idea is about seed. So we also have within ourselves seed we call potential, human potential, right? If we plan ourselves on the right place, the right manner, then the challenges will become what? The challenges will not destroy us, will become more stronger to become powerful tree. Powerful, somebody powerful to develop or contribute to the world. So if you go through the biography of all the successful people, they were small, same like you at the beginning, and when they understood why they were, what they were expected, some kind of calling, okay, then they went through a struggle, a process. Eventually, they became leaders in their industries. You may find many people, even your parents, okay, if you talk to them, they will tell a similar story, right? And if you talk to them, they will tell stories of others. They went through similar process. Okay, inshallah. So this is an idea we will explore further, inshallah. So who is a global mind? Global mind என்றது யாரு? இது ஒரு ஆள் தானே? It's a person, individual. Who is a global mind? What do you think? உங்களுக்கு எப்படி கெஸ் பண்ணலாமா? உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ஆன்சர் உண்டு. Who is a global mind? It's an individual. Hafsa, Liauddin, what do you think? Do you think your dad is a global mind person? Why? when I explain the definition, you will see yes. You will say yes, inshallah. Maybe the different level, but same like a tree, no? Tree become bigger after a long time. So they are growing. Okay. I will define. It's a simple definition. A global mind is an individual who plays right role where their natural and acquired potential aligns perfectly with it. What do you mean by that? I will explain later, inshallah. So whatever role that person perform, it is aligned with what? Hamna? Rukaya? Hello, Hamna. Yes.
It's on their natural and then acquired potential. It aligns.
Yes. If you take a person, an individual, that person has potential, no? We can divide them, acquired and natural. So if that person play a role, it is aligned with them, those potential, that means that is a part of global mind. Okay? And there is another parameter and demonstrates righteous delivery, grounded in values, positive mindset, and spiritual integrity. So what do you mean by that? சொல்லுங்க இப்ப ஒரு ஆள் இருக்கிறாரு அவர் ஒரு ஒர்க் பண்றார் say he is a school principal in a school or doctor in a hospital, right? Or a lawyer or a businessman or somebody else, okay? Think anyone. He has a role, isn't it? He is performing a role, a specific role, a responsibility. If that responsibility is aligned with his potential and he delivers his responsibility with values, positive mindset, and spiritual integrity, that is righteous. He is a global mind. Okay? Now think about an organization or school or university or a company. There are many people are working, isn't it? If all of them are a global mind, that means right and righteous in their role, what do you think? What do you think? That company will become high productive. That university will become high productive. School will become high productive. Family will become high productive. So whole society will become high productive. So this is how Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam developed his companions. ஒவ்வொரு சஹாபியும் ரசூல் ஸல்லல்லாஹு அலைஹி வஸல்லம் ட்ரெயின் பண்ண இப்படிதான் அவங்களுக்குரிய right role and he trained righteous, right? So right and righteous, rightness and righteousness, these are the two parameters of a global mind. So if you want to become a powerful person, right, you should focus on what? Enna cheyano Rukaya? You want to become a right and righteous in terms of what you aspire to perform. Rukaya, when I met her one-to-one, she said she is aspiring to become psychiatric doctor, isn't it? Still same or different? Change. Right. So you have something in your mind, isn't it? Okay. If you become a right person to that role and righteous, then you'll be a global mind. That's it.
Question.
Yes, Hafsa.
What does the righteous delivery means? Does that mean giving out something by
No,
our righteous
no, not like that. So for example, say you are a teacher. While you are teaching, you have to follow the values with positive mindset and spiritual integrity. That's it. Now, for example, there are teachers, there are business people, there are politicians, they are driven by sometime negative mindset and they cheat others. What do you mean by that? They are not trustworthy. That means they are not value-based people. They are not righteous. So they cannot become global mind. Maybe they are qualified, but they are not righteous. Mean what? They are not global mind people. They cannot perform well. Eventually, they will disturb to the organization and the humanity at large. Isn't it? So that is the concept. Okay, is it clear? Hannah, is
Yeah.
it clear?
Yes.
Idea. Hajara?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So what I will do, I'll put in a simple manner like this. Right. So global mind is like, like a measure. It depends on how much you are right and righteous, according to your role or your responsibilities or your profession. Okay. Say, for example, there is a person, he is a medical doctor. Okay. But he is not qualified. So in terms of rightness, he is weak, isn't it? And also, he is not righteous. He is cheating. He doesn't give give the right care to the patient. Okay, that means value-wise, he is weak. So he is not a global mind in full-fledged. So that's why we put this the needle like a measure. So the first component is right and second component righteous. So we want to become right and righteous in everything. Say, for example, you are helping your mother at home, right and righteous. Okay, you are doing an assignment, right and righteous. Eventually, when you perform your responsibility as a professional in your career, be right and righteous. So you are a global mind. What is the benefit of global mind? You will become high productive. People will appreciate you. They will reward you. Others will follow you. They will take you as a role model. They will make dua for you. Okay, they will lead you. So you will lead them. Okay, so that is the benefit of global mind, right and righteous. So right in the sense, as I said, the right competency, skills and experience that you have related to your role. Hafsa, last time she mentioned when I met her first time, Hafsa Niaz, she wants to become a judge. Okay, right. As a judge, you must be right in terms of competency, your skills and experience. Same time, righteous. Okay, right values, positive mindset, spiritually grounded to perform your role. If a judge doesn't righteous, what happen? What will happen?
The whole society will collapse.
Yes, specifically, good people will be punished, bad people will be in the society, isn't it? Because of the wrong judgment, isn't it? So now I understand that all of you also understood this, the concept of global mind, isn't it? Now, what I will do to benefit from this concept, first we need to understand, or we must have a framework to assess ourselves. What is my current situation in terms of global mind? Okay, then only we can improve, isn't it? Okay, so you can use the same concept for your parents, right? Whoever would like. So as I said, in terms of right, there are three components: competency, skills, experience. In terms of righteous, there are three components: values, positive mindset, and spiritual grounding. Okay, like this. So global mind leader. As I said, if you are global mind in terms of your profession, your career, or whatever you are doing, whatever role you play, eventually you will become a leader. Why? Could you please explain that? Why you will become a leader? Tell me one reason why you will become a leader if you are a global mind. Hannah, tell me one reason.
People will kind of respect that, and when you like have something strong, people will gravitate or come towards that stable,
Yes,
like
very
yeah.
good. Say, for example, you are an architect, okay? So you're competent, you have the skills, leadership skills, and you possess the experience. So people will follow you. They will come to you to get your guidance, isn't it? Right? Okay, good. Same like if you are driven by values and with positive mindset and spiritually connected, people love to be with you. They will appreciate you. They will not fight with you because you are a person there to inspire others. Right, good. Another reason, Hafsa, one reason why a global mind person can become a leader eventually. How? Hana, Hamna, any reason? Hafsa, Ruqayya, Hajar. So if you are a person performing right, you will not waste, isn't it? You will not waste things. You will perform everything at your best. So others will follow you. You will become a role model for them to follow you. The juniors, young people will take you as an example. Since you are a right person in terms of your role, you are competent, so you can train others, isn't it? Since you are a spiritually grounded person, connected with Allah, you will not get what? Pride, jealousy, you don't cheat others. So people will trust you. You will become a trustworthy person, isn't it? So each and every, this dimension will make you better than others. So you will be seen as a different person, not as an ordinary person, extraordinary person. This is how Sahaba, all the companions, they became successful. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam trained them in all the areas. When Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam found some companions, with certain potential, certain competency, they trained them. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave them opportunity to improve. Same time, empowered with Islamic values, good mindset, connected with Allah. So they became, mashallah, good performers. Now, what I'm saying is, basically, when you go to a Bayan class, Islamic Bayan class, they will say the same, isn't it? But now what I have done, we have put in a framework so that we can improve ourselves in all the perspectives. You have to see, okay, in terms of competency, what is my status and what is the gap to improve further. In terms of leadership skills, what are the gaps? Okay, in terms of the spiritual perspective, what is gaps? We have to think and improve, inshallah. So what we will do a self-assessment now about yourself. You will do yourself, okay? To do that, you have to think about a role currently you are playing at home or in your college or in the community. Just think a role, a responsibility you are doing. Think about one. Ruqayya, உங்களோட ஒரு வேலையும் இல்லை போல எல்லாம் படிச்சிட பொருள் தானே. Right. So what is your current responsibility? I think Hamna has a role in the university. What is your role? Do you have a leadership role or you're part of any clubs or small teams? Hamna.
I would say there's 2 or 3. I'm playing a role, but the main one I feel very hard is like I'm the lead of my body group.
What group?
A body group where we dissect the cadavers,
Cadets?
the dead. cadavers, the dead bodies.
Dead bodies. Wow. Okay. So you have a role, isn't it? You have a responsibility. Okay. So think about that role. If it is major role, right? Hafsa Liauddin, what is your role? A role you are playing currently. Maybe at home or maybe supporting your dad in your business. Anything. Think about that, okay? One role. Rukaya? So now you are a student, right? You are busy in studies.
I
What else
have
you
a
do
role.
in addition to Hafsa?
I mean, I'm a student prefect at my school.
Okay, so prefect is a responsibility. Good. Think about that, huh? Right. So I will show you the criteria for assessment. Think about the role now. That's it. Hajar, Hajara or Hajar? Hajara, okay. What is your current role? What a role, you just think about that. Hana?
So we had like site studies where we had to go in groups, and I was the leader for our group.
Okay, right. So think about the role, responsibilities as a leader to that group, right? Hajara, Ruqayya, and Hafsa. So have you decided or thought about it? Sarzane? Good. Now what you will do, in your notebook, draw a circle and do this assessment. Okay, Hana, right. Hana has an internet problem. She will quickly fix that.
I had sent that a while back. Now it's fine.
Okay, right. So you see now here the competency point of view. This is the point. Don't start your assessment. Now I will explain you about this idea, okay? Quickly. Competency mean what? So whenever you think about a role, do you possess technical competency about that role and Islamic knowledge related to that role? That is the idea. Okay, so you have to think about at a greater level. Just now, yeah, we will do that inshallah exercise. Skills in the sense it is about leadership skills related to that role. Experience about, again, experience in leading. Okay. And values point of view, it is about the values while you are leading. I think the next slide will be more clear. Right. So now we have decided the role, isn't it? Okay. First one, you ask this question to yourself and come up with the number out of 100. Okay. Consider your current role you mentioned now. I possess strong technical and Islamic competency in my field of work. Whatever you do, are you aware of and do you have the competency to play that role? And do you understand the Islamic guidance related to that role? Okay, that's what this component expect from us. They call competency. In fact, this framework is highly suitable to assess when you are into a real life work. Say, for example, if you ask this question to your dad, he will have a better answer, or he can be practically think about his situation, isn't it? In your case, you are not that much responsible. You are still under the responsible, isn't it? So yeah, that is the reason maybe you will find it a little bit difficult to answer this question. A skill point of view, I possess the leadership skills required for the role. Okay, each and every role you must have certain skills to lead others, because leadership means what? It is about leading others, people along with you. If you are a team leader, you have a team members. So when you lead team, you need to understand them. You have to decide, make decision. You have to solve problems. You have to communicate. These are leadership skills. Okay. If somebody does not have the required skills, he will or she will not perform well. People will complain, isn't it? Experience point of view. I possess leadership experience required for the role. That means now currently you are playing a role, but if you have prior experiences in leading similar leadership role, that is an advantage, isn't it? Say, for example, if you are assigned a new role, you may feel lack of confidence, not secure, fear of failure. But if you have done already that in another place or in another situation, then you are more confident to take the leadership role, isn't it? So how much experience do you have?
Sir,
Yes, Hafsa.
I have a doubt. After grade 10 only, we are appointed as prefects.
Okay.
So before that, they question us if we were monitors in the class level, like the class prefect, kind of the one we manage the class.
Yes.
So can I take that as an
Yeah, that is an
experience?
experience. Yes, that is an experience to lead. Yes, good. So, Rukhaya, what is the role you are thinking now?
Student?
Student role.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have study groups, teams in your college? No, there is no such thing. But do you have like voluntary, that mean among your friends? Okay, you get together, discuss something, kind
We
of
do that sometimes. Rarely.
eh?
We do
Rarely,
that rarely.
rarely. Okay. So there is an informal team. Okay, informal team, and you
Yeah.
help each other. That is kind of a leadership role because you help others, no? Right. Values. I make decisions based on Islamic principles which guide my actions. So whenever we lead, while we are leading, we have to make decisions, certain things, isn't it? To do, not to do, how to do this. When people ask some question, you have to help them. So while you are making decisions, how do you make that? Based on what? Is it based on your emotional reasons or some biases because of friends, because of these teachers, I'm doing this, otherwise I will never do this, These are not based on values. Values mean what? While you are leading, always think about, okay, this is a responsibility I'm given. It is my responsibility. I'm accountable to people and Allah. Right? So I must be truthful. No cheating. Always justice. No biasness between others because of she is my friend, she I don't like her. No. Always justice. So these are the values we have to practice while we lead. So think about how you are leading, how you are performing your role. Hafsa, Liauddin, நீங்க என்ன, what do you think? இது உங்களோட ரோல்?
Helping father's business.
Right. Just I thought about that. I thought about this. நான் நினைச்சேன் நீங்க you are the advisor to your father in business. Is it correct?
Yes.
Good. So that is the advisory role, eh? Very good. Now you think about that and do the assessment. Very good. Right. What is next? Positive mindset. I maintain a positive and growth-oriented mindset even when facing challenges. So leadership, or not only leadership, even performing any role, it is not always easy, no? Always you will find some challenges, drawbacks, some obstacles, some criticism. You become tired. So if you have a growth mindset, positive mindset, only you can go forward. Otherwise, you will stuck. You will give up, isn't it? You will say, I can't. You will get angry sometime. You will find excuses to escape if you don't have the positive mindset. Now think about while you are performing your role, whatever your role you play, even Rukaiya as a student, okay, it is not easy to study always, isn't it? Sometimes you become tired. Some people give up, right? If you are driven by positive mindset, only you can perform well continuously, isn't it? And the last one, spiritual perspective. I regularly reflect on my spiritual purpose and ensure my actions align with it. What is this spiritual mean? What? It is about directly accountable to Allah. Okay? Whatever I am performing, even though others don't see this, Allah is looking at me. I am accountable to Him. You know, that feeling is spiritual integrity. Sometimes what we do, sometimes people when they do their job in their offices, they perform well while their boss is there. When the boss go and they take rest, they sleep, they play video game, they chat with people, talking, you know, because they don't have that spiritual perception. Even though there is no one to watch you, Allah is watching at me. Isn't it? That is a spiritual perspective. And I'm accountable to Him. He is the one who will reward me. Sometimes, you know, some jobs, some professions, people work hard, they are not paid well. You may have seen that sometimes your fathers, they work hard in their business. Sometimes they may lose less profit, isn't it? But if you are connected to Allah, you will be rewarded for your effort. Sometimes you may have less money now, but you will be rewarded for your efforts, your hard work. So this is spiritual perspective. Okay. Now, if we can have people like this in all the positions in the community organizations, what we can see is productive organizations, productive business, productive community. But we know that our community and organizations are not productive. Always there are problems. That's why we want to become global mind. If we can improve ourselves, Surya, we can bring change wherever we go. Say Rukaiya now, inshallah, she says she wants to become a doctor, inshallah. We will decide that later, okay? For the time being, that is your ambition. Okay? So when you become a doctor and work in a hospital, if you are a global mind person, what you will do? You will bring change in your workplace, right? People will slowly start to follow you. Eventually, your whole workplace will become high productive. That's why we know we need to become a global mind, right? சரியா ஹப்சா? ஹப்சாஸ் கிளியரான சொன்ன ரெண்டு பேரும் எல்லாரும். ஓகே ரைட். ஹாஜரா
Yes,
ஹாஜரா
sir.
கிளியரா ஹாஜர் உங்களுக்கு?
Yes, sir.
ரைட். இப்போ நான் உங்களுக்கு விளங்கப்படுத்திக்கிறது who is a global mind. Review questions. First question, could you please read Hafsa Liauddin loudly?
What is leadership according to the document? Managing
Okay.
tasks efficiently, controlling people strictly, the ability to move people toward a goal, giving instruction to things.
Very good. Okay. So there are 4 options. How many of you think A is the answer? B, C, C.
I think so.
Okay. So that is the definition, eh? The ability to move people towards a goal, that is leadership. So while we are working with others, if you have the ability, how much ability you have to mobilize others to get a work done. Say, for example, your brothers, sisters, your family, your friends, or wherever you are in the college. So whenever you want to do something, if you have the ability to move them, mobilize them, okay, motivate them, then that means you are playing a leadership role. சரியா? Second question, Ruqayya, read please.
Which of the following best describes a strategic leader? A person with high academic qualification. B, a person driven by meaningful ambition. C, a person who manages daily tasks. D, a person with authority in an organization.
Ruqayya, what is the answer?
B.
D?
B, second one.
B, second one. Why? Any explanation? No. Because I defined that last time, no? Yes. Darpin, you know about what is ambition. We'll discuss that later, inshallah. And here I have added an adjective, meaningful ambition. So if somebody is driven by a goal, a long-term goal, he is a strategic leader. She is a strategic leader. Now I have replaced that long-term goal with a word meaningful ambition. If you are driven by a meaningful ambition about, in terms of your life, you are a strategic leader. So everyone can become strategic leader regardless of their education background, professional background, family background, political background, nationality, regardless of any differences, everyone can become strategic leader. Why? What is the reason? The criteria is about having a meaningful ambition. That's it. So there is no restriction to people to have meaningful ambition, isn't it? Everyone can have ambition. The condition is that ambition must be meaningful ambition. What is meaningful ambition? What do you think, Hana?
Something that that is pleasing to Allah, and also that makes it's a good purpose for your life, kind of. Yeah.
Right, a good ambition, isn't it? Halal ambition.
Yeah, and also it has like a important purpose or impact, or it's not just something that's like
right. That means good ambition, halal ambition, and highly impactful ambition, isn't it?
Yeah, even if it's to yourself, it doesn't matter as long as it has some.
Right.
Yeah.
Something high impact. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Right. How about others? Hanna, any idea about what is meaningful ambition?
I would say a meaningful ambition means which is beneficial to you and people around you in dunya and akhirah.
Okay, very good. So you have put in a sentence what Hannah mentioned now, a different sentence, right? Okay. So any different answers than them, Ruqayya? Same or anything different? Same. Hafsa?
Same, sir.
Same. Hajara?
So I think it should have a long-term impact.
Long-term impact. Okay, right. So a long-term impact beneficial in dunya and akhirah. Is it correct? So if you added all of them. Hafsa Niyas, do you have anything to add?
It should match with our abilities, no matter how good it is or beneficial it is. It does not, if it does not match with our capabilities, we cannot be successful in that.
Okay, mashallah. So all of you have found the meaning of meaningful ambition, but I will define it maybe later. So you have done something, mashallah. Excellent. A good try. Okay. So the answer is B, isn't it? Third question. Hafsa Niyas, please read this.
Which leadership style focuses on strict rules, control, and quick decision making? A. Transformational leadership. B. Consultative leadership. C. Autocratic leadership. D. Empowering leadership.
What is the answer?
C.
C. C is correct. Hafsa? Then is it correct? Do you have someone in your family, brothers, autocratic leader? Hafsa? Salihuddin?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay. So she has. Fourth question, Hamna.
Which leadership style encourages participation and collective decision making? A. Transactional leadership. B. Consultative leadership. C. System driven leadership. And D. Autocratic leadership.
Right. What is the answer?
B. Consultative
B.
leadership.
Yeah. By name itself, it says no participation of or collective decision making. Right. Easy question. Fifth one. Hafsa Salihuddin.
Which of the following is a key feature of strategic leader? Avoiding risk, focusing only on short-term goals, learning from mistakes and failures, depending on others for decisions.
Okay, what is your answer?
Learning from mistakes and failures.
Learning from mistakes and failures. Very good. Okay, that is the answer. So we have answered all of them. Good. All right. Now we will move to discuss about who is a global mind strategic leader. Now we discussed about who is a global mind and who is a strategic leader, isn't it? So when you combine both, you will become a global mind strategic leader. So this is the definition I mentioned last time. Who is a strategic leader? An individual who is driven by a meaningful ambition. Now, if you are thinking about, am I a strategic leader or not? What is the condition? You must have a meaningful ambition. Now, you have an ambition, I know that, but you have to check whether is it meaningful or not. Once you confirm, then you are a strategic leader. That's it. Okay? The challenge is to understand what is meaningful ambition and how to set it. Do you remember this diagram? Last time I talked about this. We can divide people into three groups, and majority of them are ordinary people. They follow the leaders and work within areas of comfort. And there are leaders, they work in the areas of influence. They influence others. And strategic leaders, they work in the areas that most people cannot control or influence. Why? Because they are at the top. So they decide what others has to do. And that's why I mentioned the world at large is led by a strategic leader. Not only world, wherever. Can be a community or a country or an institution. So those who make the decision about long-term decisions, they are strategic leaders. Okay? Regardless of industry, all the industries you have strategic leaders. Do you remember I mentioned that? Okay? Now, for example, I mentioned, say, education field, economics, sports, health sector, education sector, politics, right? And geography, geology, chemistry, physics, whatever sector you say it, there are people who are at the highest level. Okay, so they are the strategic leaders, right? So strategic leaders, they lead their career and life to bring sustainable impacts. Why? Because they always think in long term in their mind. They don't think short term. So they come up with ideas, solutions to bring long-term changes. Why I have mentioned plus or minus? It can be positive impact or negative
It
impact.
can be negative.
Yes. For example, Netanyahu. Netanyahu is a strategic leader, but his impact is negative, isn't it? Donald Trump, he is positive or negative? Negative. Anurag Kumar Dissanayake, positive or negative? What do you think? Positive. Why do you think he's your president now? He brings positive change, right? So positive or negative depends on what? It is not depends on whether he's a strategic leader or not. This is something else. And the strategic leaders, they lead the leaders to achieve their ambitions. So the leaders, whoever we are seeing in the world, in the industries, so you are at the early stage of your life, career, inshallah, you are at education level. Later, after a few years, you will part of an industry. You will enter an industry, inshallah. By that time, you will see that industries are led by some people. Okay? Above them, you will see sometimes they are invisible. They are strategic leaders. And they led the past into the present. Whatever we are witnessing is brought by them. All the developments in the world currently, whatever, just look at around your room, you see there are many things. Before 100 years, they were not existing. The curtain, the tables, the television, the computer, the pen, okay, whatever you see, most of them were not existing long time back. But now we are benefiting from them. So somebody worked behind them, isn't it? Somebody developed them. Somebody thought about them. Somebody spent their time and effort to develop these things. Right? So all the changes were brought by some people. We call them their strategic leaders. Same time, whatever we are witnessing, in the sense, it can be positive or negative. Isn't it? There are positive things and negative things. And they will lead the present into the future. Now, after 10 years, after 15 years, 20 years, what will happen? Who will bring those changes? They are the strategic leaders. Okay? So now we always think about good future. peaceful life in future, isn't it? So thinking and seeking not enough, because there are some people working for that seriously. Most of them are not good people. So if they continue to work, they will bring negative future. The future you and your children will live will become negative. Why? Because many people are driven by negative ideas. That's why we need people with positive mindset, positive values, so that we can bring good change in the future. That's why we need to become strategic leaders. It is not about, you go to parliament. It is not about you go to UN. No, wherever, whatever industry you work, you can, inshallah. So being a strategic leader does not guarantee that they will always bring good to humanity. Why? Right? So nuclear bomb, it's a good invention, mashallah, isn't it? How many people work for that? So you are now just memorizing chemistry. Those people develop the chemistry, isn't it? Those people develop the chemistry. They did experiments. They spend millions of dollars to develop nuclear energy, right? But unfortunately, the result is sometimes not good. They always threat people with weapons, isn't it? So people who develop something, come up with new ideas, bring some change, these are strategic leaders. But whether they are good or bad depends on what? It is not depends on whether they are strategic leaders or not. It depends on who they are. It depends on their values. It depends on their righteousness. Okay? So many people, they become a strategic leader, but since they are righteous, they end up with negative impact in the world. That's why we have developed this concept of global mind strategic leader. Okay? So same time you are working, you are preparing yourself, you are qualifying yourself, developing your skills and everything. Same time you have to develop your righteousness. And then you will become global mind strategic leader. Now let's see the concept like this. So we have discussed this part, strategic leader, driven by meaningful ambition. Now also we have discussed rightness, competency, skills and experience. And also we discussed about righteous. What is that? Values, positive mindset and spiritual grounding. Okay. Now let's combine and see why all these three are important to make a comprehensive, a powerful leader. Okay. Now I will ask the question. Say somebody, she is right and righteous, but she doesn't have a meaningful ambition. Okay. She doesn't have a meaning. She might have an ambition, but not meaningful ambition. I will define later, inshallah, what is meaningful ambition. Okay. So think about meaningful ambition is something great. Just assume. So if somebody doesn't have meaningful ambition, but right and righteous, that means highly qualified, graduated, might be good degrees, first class in the university, playing very leadership role, leadership skills, a lot of experience, same time good values and growth mindset, spiritually very strong, but doesn't have meaningful ambition. What do you think about that person? Hamna, what do you think? Who is this person? There are many people like this.
Unless that particular person sets an ambition that is meaningful, we can't consider he or she as a strategic leader.
Yes. Yeah. So we can call them a global mind. That's it. Right and righteous. A good person. Okay. Now you might have seen good teachers, good principals, good engineers, good doctors, good businessmen, good politician. They are right and righteous, that's it. But they don't have a meaningful ambition. Right? So there are many people like this. But these people, what they can do, they perform well in their role, but they don't bring something great to the world. Until otherwise, they are not driven by meaningful ambition. So there are many people like this. I don't want to see you people as a global mind. Okay? I want to see more than this, inshallah. So there are some people like this. They are driven by meaningful ambition and they are highly qualified in terms of their competencies, skills, and experience. But they are not righteous. So who are these people?
They are just a strategic leader, but we can't say them as a global mind strategic leader.
Yes. So they are competent strategic leader. Why? Because they are competent in terms of knowledge, skills, and experience, highly qualified, and they have a meaningful ambition. Say, for example, Donald Trump, like this, no righteousness, but they are highly qualified. Netanyahu, highly qualified. And there are many people, I don't want to name them because these are the popular name. No problem, we can call, because the others we cannot call their names like that. No? So you know many people, they are highly qualified and they have some long-term ambition, but they are not righteous. I don't want to see you people like this. Okay? And the third group is this. What is this? Have an ambition, long-term ambition, and righteous, but not competent, not qualified. Who are these people? Have you seen there are some people, they have long-term vision in their mind. They think about big picture about the community, future of our country. You know, they have long-term vision in their mind and they are very good people, mashallah, good value, good mindset, spiritually very strong. But since they are not qualified, so they are good strategic leader, that's it, not competent. Have you seen such people in the community? Right? So what we want to see is we need to see all together. A strategic leader, same time right and righteous. Okay? So this is the person we call global mind strategic leader. This is the one you want to become, inshallah. Isn't it? So if you assess yourself, now you'll end up with a score in terms of your righteousness, and strategic leadership perspective. Right? Now we have to improve further, inshallah. Okay. Strategic leader, already I defined that. An individual who is driven by a meaningful ambition. And could you please define who is a global mind strategic leader? Who can define this? You have to add a word somewhere.
Competent.
A global mind individual who is driven by a meaningful ambition. That's it. If you are a person right and righteous and driven by a meaningful ambition, you are a global mind strategic leader. Now, in real world, there are many strategic leaders. Many in the sense, not same like ordinary people, okay? It is like a pyramid. A few people, they are leading each and every industry, and you will find that whoever lead the industry, they are mostly strategic leaders, but they have some long-term ambition. But we need to replace them by global mind strategic leaders like this. Okay? Which one you want to be? Left or right? Right? The bright one, isn't it? This is dry. Okay. So a global mind individual who is driven by meaningful ambition. So because of that, we have to work a little bit, or we have to prepare ourselves towards this, inshallah. Do you need a break, small break? Let's take a break, okay, inshallah. 10 minutes. Stand up, walk, drink some water or something and come back, inshallah. Now it is 15, isn't it? What is the time there now in Sri Lanka?
9:44.
9:40, 14,
9:44.
44. Okay, then 9:40, so 9:55, let's start. Right? Okay, inshallah. But so now in terms of Allah's perspective, who will get the highest reward in Akhirah? Ordinary person, leader, strategic leader. What do you think?
Global mind strategic leader.
Yes. Hajra, why you said like that?
Most of others can benefit from him, the person.
Yes. And global mind strategic leader, out of 6 components, there is one we call spiritual, isn't it? That means that person always strives to be with Allah, highly connected with Allah, always. His focus is to gain Allah's pleasure, to satisfy Him. So definitely he will be at the highest level in the day of judgment, in addition to whatever he does. Okay? Even in summary, whatever he does to satisfy Allah, basically. That is his internal niyyah. Okay? Right. Good. That's why, inshallah, we want to become such a person in our life. It is not depend on your gender difference, age difference, okay, geography, or family background, or what you study, nothing. It is only depend on what? Your ambition. And those 6 areas, we will discuss them in detail later. Now I will explain you why it is very important for us to become a global mind strategic leader. Why it is very, very important. Okay. Now, if you look at the world around you, okay, if you look at the world around you, you can divide everything, whatever around you, into industries or sectors. What do you mean by sectors? Industries, do you understand what is industries? Education industry, media industry, economics, sports. There are hundreds of thousands of industries. All the business. Restaurant is an industry. Okay. Gem and precious stone is an industry. And whatever you produce, it is a part of an industry. So all industries shape human life. Every sector impacts our values, choices, and well-being, isn't it? If you consider a person, that person is benefiting from what? From all the industries. He eats or she eats food coming from an industry, food, and transportation for traveling. Okay? Whatever you do, whatever you have around you, coming from an industry. So industries are the areas we are benefiting from. Okay? So if you want to guide the humanity towards Almighty Allah and build a strong civilization, we must influence people through all those industries. Now, what we do normally, we try to change people through bayan, isn't it? Through classes, through Jummah khutbah, or through lectures. That is a one way. It is kind of awareness. You can create awareness through lectures, bayans, khutbah, writing books. But if you want to bring changes in people's life, you want to approach through all these industries. Okay? So if you think about yourself, how many industries you are connected currently? Think about yourself. Hafsa Liauddin. Think about 3 industries you are connected, you are influenced, yourself influenced by. Could you please tell me 3 industries, all of you, three industries you are currently influenced by? Hamna? Anyone can unmute and talk, no problem. Yes. Hamna.
Medical, food,
Okay. Education, medical, healthcare, and think about whatever you are experiencing. For example, clothing industry, you are wearing clothes. You are eating food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, food industry, right? You have electricity, electrical engineering industry. You are working with laptop technology industry. You are working with social media. There are many industries, isn't it? So we are influenced by many industries. So who we are depends on what? The information, the benefit we are getting from those industries. For example, you see a person is wearing a very decent, modest cloth. So that person is benefited from a cloth industry. Another person is wearing not good cloth, okay? So that means she is influenced by another industry, same industry but different values. And people use their social media, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. So there is an industry we are influenced by. If you access the good things, you will become better. If you access bad things, you will become bad. So if you want to bring change in people's life, what we have to do? In addition to do awareness, we have to approach them through all the industries. What do you mean by that? We have to lead those industries. Okay? So industries are currently led by humans. Some wise, many not. So all the industries are led by human, we know that. But some of them are wise people. We can call them like strategic leaders. Right? Many are not affecting the direction of human life. So why modern day teenagers or children are not good? We blame them, no? We say they are shaitan, naughty boys, naughty girls. Why they become like that? Because of the influence of many industries around us. And those industries are led by humans. They are sometimes good people, sometimes bad people. So therefore, the world is seeking global mind strategic leaders across every sector to lead humanity responsibly and ethically. In Sri Lanka, if you think about, say, there are 100 industries, 100 sectors. If we can produce our good people, young people with right and righteous, okay, then eventually the people of Sri Lanka will become, they'll enjoy a peaceful life. Is it correct or not?
I have a
Hafsa?
doubt.
Yes. What is your
How
doubt?
how can we influence people through all industries? I mean, Like in every industry, how do we influence?
Very good question. I would like to get the answer from all of you. Hamna, what is your answer to Hafsa?
I would say she has this doubt because it says all. But like as a human, at a point, even though it won't be day to day, but like during the lifetime, we would be like approached and we would be interconnected with all the industries. So that would make that influence by the time, I guess.
And you think like this. Think about a human. That person is benefiting from all the industries, no? As I said, whatever, whatever available, you are benefiting, you are consuming. If you are given the best output from all those industries, good care, for example, education industry, it is a school or college. If you get a good education with good care, with good training, with good guidance, you will become good person because of you are in that school or college. Now you go to a restaurant. So all the restaurants are treating you well, okay, caring you well, giving you good quality food, right? You'll become better in terms of your health. Why? Because you eat good quality food. When you open your social media, you always watch healthy, good content, beneficial for you, في الدنيا والآخرة. So you'll become better, right? So all the industries influence our life. So who are the people leading them? There are people. Many of them are not right and righteous. So if you can replace them with right and righteous people, or if you can become one of them, what we can do, you can minimize the negative effect and improve the positive impact in people's life. You get it, Hafsanias? Huh?
Yes.
So that's why you have to think about yourself. Allah has given me a life. Before my last breath, I want to become a person, right? Many people should benefit from me. So when I meet Allah, I can not argue, I can talk with Allah, Ya Allah, I have done something better. Okay? I bring great changes in people's life. Or I minimize the negative impacts from people's life. I have a client, he's originally Bangladeshi, now he's in Australia. He was here in Turkey some time back. You know what he's doing? He has developed an AI same like ChatGPT. Okay. And he has developed a YouTube, same like YouTube. He has developed another something like that. He has developed same like Facebook. Why? To help Muslim young people, young children, teenagers to benefit the knowledge in a safe zone. So those I'm not familiar about those things. For example, if you go to a YouTube channel, YouTube, you can get anything, no? All the things will come up. In his product or software or something, only halal things come. You see? So he has done something, no? So he can peacefully meet Allah and say, Allah, I have done something to improve people's life, to secure people from shaitan. Just an example I'm saying you. Same like, for example, now Rukaya's dad, he is running a restaurant. In Noralia, you may have many restaurants, but out of all of them, if your restaurant is unique in terms of serving others, giving them good quality food, halal food, healthy food, mean what? You are serving people, you are making people's life better. It is kind of great contribution. Now, you have, how many restaurants you have, Rukaya? Hajara, how many restaurants? Huh?
Mm.
One? Okay, say now, maybe after some time, your dad understood this idea, this concept, and come up with a great ambition and started a chain of restaurant across Sri Lanka. What do you think about that? He will save thousands of people, no? So this is how we have to think. Each one of you can think like that. Depend on what you are, which industry you are involved. You will involve, inshallah. Right. So now what I'm showing you is the importance of to become a global mind strategic leader, and what is the impact you can make in this world, and what reward you can have in Akhirah. Right? Is it clear, all of you? Any question, comments, doubt? Hafsa, Liauddin, Hamna, Ruqayya, Hajra, Hana. I would like to listen from you because now I'm familiar to you now. For last 4 weeks, I'm talking with you, no? So you can ask anything, inshallah. So I can help you to understand the idea better. So that is my objective. Yes.
What
Hafsa Liauddin, yes.
what's the name of the app that's similar to YouTube?
I will find for you, inshallah. Because he left Turkey 1 year back. I will ask him and find you, inshallah. Right? Very good.
Sir, I
Yes.
still have a problem with the influencing people industry. Is it like influencing the people in the industry which we are, let's just say, we are very good at? Is it that?
Yes, the industry you will be in future. Say, for example, you choose to become a judge, you will serve as a judge. If you
Okay.
choose to become a pilot, you will choose as a pilot. Okay? Aircraft. It depends, whatever, there is no industry we call good or bad. Every industry we can help people, isn't it? Okay? Right. If you have any question, please ask like that. Don't leave this session with doubts.
I have another doubt. And
Okay.
let's just say like we do something, and for example, that guy who made an app, similar to YouTube and Facebook, which provide the halal content and all. What if I did something like that and people don't benefit from in the sense they don't make use of it? What happens then?
Yes. What happened?
Do we still get the deed for doing that?
Definitely. You will get for the rewards for your effort. Same time, you will not stop with that invention. No, you will promote it, inshallah. You will market it. You will work with other companies to market, improve, promote. People will benefit. Say, for example, Ruqayya's dad have cooks, chef, and they cook, but they keep close their shop. What will happen? So you have to open the shop, put some advertise, right? Give some discount offer to get more people. Then only you can feed them. Same like that, we have to promote whatever we do. So it is a mission, life mission. Sometime in your lifetime, you may not benefit, people may not benefit. Maybe after you die, may people benefit from you. We don't know. So if you start a good sunnah, this is a sadaqatul jariyah, and people will continue to benefit from that, isn't it? So we must have that intention, right? Inshallah. Okay. Now I will show you key features of a global mind strategic leader, right? Do you remember we discussed about the key features of strategic leader last time? I mentioned 5 things. One of them is learning from mistakes and failures. Do you remember? We draw a circle and we did the assessment. Okay. So what are those? Number 1, driven by meaningful ambition. Still, the meaningful ambition is a mysterious word. Still, you don't know what is this. I will explain next session, inshallah. What is this? Until that, you think about that, and I will explain next session. So, if you have a meaningful ambition, then you are a strategic leader. So, while you are working as a strategic leader in your life, people will witness some features. Okay. So, one of them I mentioned, demonstrate high level readiness. Okay. So, if you are driven by a meaningful ambition, you are moving towards that. Definitely, your readiness is very high. You are not lazy. You don't want somebody to push you and pull you and remind you because you are already ready. You are always on your mark, get set, ready, go stage. Okay. Do you understand my point? You are there already. That is the readiness, high level readiness. This is one of the key feature of a strategic leader. Now you can think about, you can assess about someone in your mind. Second one, conscious of the time. We discussed about this, isn't it? They are time conscious people. They don't waste time and they don't allow others to kill their time. Even they don't waste others' time. They are conscious about the value of the time because time is limited. We know that. And time is limited and they are driven by a great ambition. So within the limited time, they always focus on what? To do something better and better and better. That's why they go forward. And optimize resource utilization. We know that resource is always limited in terms of money, materials, okay, literatures. So whatever they have, they get the optimum out of them. They don't waste them. That is another good feature of the strategic leader. And we discussed that learn from mistakes and failures. Strategic leader in the sense it is not that they don't do mistakes. They don't do fail. They are the one will do a lot of mistakes and failures, but they don't repeat the same mistake. They learn from the mistakes and go forward. When they fail, they are resilient, okay? They come back and go forward. Think about Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He was the number 1 strategic leader, okay? He was the Rahmatul Alameen and the prophet, final prophet of Allah Ta'ala. He was a great person in the whole human history. Still, he faced some failures, isn't it? Do you remember? One example, he failed. Some challenges. Taif, you know the history, isn't it? And Uhud,
Yes.
Battle of Uhud, Battle of Hunain. So there will be problems in your way. You will face mistakes and challenges. You will lose, but you will not give up. Why? You are driven by a meaningful ambition. You are keep on moving. So whenever you fall, you will come back with more stronger than before. That is the feature of a strategic leader. And the 5th one I mentioned, consistency in action. So they always have a plan what to do. Why? Because they have a long-term ambition and they always prepare for it and continue with that. So, there are some people, they start something after a few months, they give up. They say, oh, I don't know how to do this. I'm tired. I will give up. Not like that. They are consistent. Now, these are the 5 features I mentioned about a strategic leader. Now, some people might think like that. Okay, if I can develop these 5 features, I can become a strategic leader, isn't it? Is it possible or not? What do you think? Having these features, can someone become a strategic leader? Why, Hafsa? You say no.
Because, yeah, they can be strategic leaders.
But you said no. Now, I will ask the question again. Someone having these 5 features, do you think that person can become a strategic leader? Hanna.
No, because
Hanna? Hajara? Yes.
he should have a meaningful ambition first.
Wow, excellent. Yes. Because these features are visible because of the meaningful ambition, isn't it? Without having a meaningful ambition, these things will become like a drama. You have to become artificially show your readiness, time consciousness. Okay? That will not make you a strategic leader. For example, say, how can I say this? Just an example, eh? Think about how many of you can cook biryani?
I can eat biryani.
Huh?
I can eat biryani.
You can eat biryani, mashallah. That is a good qualification. Okay. So say now your mother, she cooks biryani. She know the process and how she knows how to prepare everything. So while she's preparing, you can observe what she does, a process and some style, the movement, everything. There will be something, no? Now what you will do, you do the same kind of action, okay? But do you think end of those action you will end up with the biryani? You will walk in the kitchen, across the kitchen, and you take the pot and keep on the, nothing will happen, no? These are visible features, but internally you don't have the idea how to cook. Right? Same like that. If you are not driven by a meaningful ambition, these features will not be visible. Once you have the meaningful ambition, you will see the features will become visible to you little by little. Right? Then you can polish and improve further. Right. Now, these are the features of strategic leader. Now, we'll talk about the 6th feature that will make this strategic leader as a global mind strategic leader. What is that? Can you guess what is that feature?
What's
We have
the
discussed
question?
that today. Now, these are the features of a strategic leader. To make a strategic leader as a global mind strategic leader, we have to add 6th one. What is that? Yeah, Hafsa, Liauddin.
Having a spiritual mindset.
Spiritual
Mindset.
Spiritual mindset. Okay, that is part of it. Good try. Think a little bit more.
Having a
He will be
meaningful
right and righteous.
Who said that? Okay. Yeah, spiritual is part of it, Hafsa. You are right. Spiritual is part of the righteous. Okay. So right and righteous. Do you remember we put 3 circles? The top one green color, strategic leader. Then we added blue and purple, no? So right and righteous. Then you will become a global mind. That is the idea. Right. Are you a global mind strategic leader now? The question. Don't say no. You should say yes, but 10%, 20%, 40%, 50%. Okay, like that. What do you think yourself? Let's do a simple assessment, inshallah, then you can have an idea. Before that, we need to discuss about what is your ambition, isn't it? Could you please write down your ambition in your notebook? Now, already you mentioned me last a few weeks back, but now you can improve it. What contribution you want to make? What impact you would like to make in people's life or in the community? Hajra, what is your ambition? Whatever comes to your mind, please tell. Okay, we will improve this, inshallah, after the 4th session. But today, for the exercise purpose, just I'm asking. You can tell anything, whatever comes to your mind. Forget about what you studied or what you are studying. Just think freely. Maybe related to what you are studying or not, no problem. Anything. You know about myself, no? I studied engineering. My ambition is not in engineering. So there is no connection. You don't want to connect that. Whatever you can connect or not connect, no problem. You can think freely.
Do we have to tell or have to just write it down?
Write down.
Okay.
If you want, you can tell.
I mean, it's pretty big.
Yeah, you have write it as a contribution, like a statement. Or in one word, no problem.
It's like it came for 4 lines in my notebook.
MashaAllah. If you want, you can read it, no problem.
I'll read, okay.
Okay.
I want to become someone who will benefit myself and the society in the future, in the dunya and akhirah, and remain in the prayers of the others even after I'm gone.
Very good. So this is who? Now the question is, in which area people will benefit from because of you? It should be mentioned in your ambition.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Right. Until you don't know about that, now you are a righteous person. Okay. Now to become a global mind, you have to add, you have
The
to make that
meaningful.
statement specific.
Ah,
Right. Okay. Good try. Now you can improve it. Don't worry, inshallah, you will do it in few weeks. But now you have to put your effort, make dua, and think. Okay,
I want to become a psychiatrist.
psychiatric. Okay. Right. So you have decided that so far, isn't it? Inshallah. How about Hamna? Hamna is already decided. Uh, Hafsa? Hafsa, what is your ambition so far?
So I have changed it.
Eh?
I have ambition, like I have
Business
changed it.
consultant?
No,
You can become business consultant,
I thought of,
inshallah.
no. So first of all, I thought of to be an accountant,
Mm-hmm.
but I changed it to fashion designer.
Fashion design. MashaAllah, that's good. Fashion designing is a good area. Yes, it is an industry. Why it is important, you know? The basic needs of a human is what?
Yeah.
Food, cloth, and shelter. So cloth is number 2. So if you can make proper design for people, it's a value addition. Right. Now you think about that, isn't it? Fashion designing. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Keep that in your mind,
But I got
and
the degree in accounting.
you have a degree in accounting. You want a degree in accounting.
No, I thought of, yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
In short, it's okay, no problem. For the time being, okay, whatever you can think, but end of this program, you will have a good plan. Okay, inshallah. Hajara?
HR.
HR, you mentioned HR, isn't it? HR in the sense, what do you mean by HR, Hajara? It is a HR manager in a company or human, what do you mean by that?
In a company, sir.
Okay, so you want to help people in a company because HR is the person who take care of the people in a company. He is responsible for recruiting people and giving them salaries, take care of their personal issues, okay, and solve their problems. Same like a mother in a home. He is HR. Okay, good. That is your current ambition. Hannah?
Yes, I think uh, my ambition I would say is something that I have known since I was very small. I've always wanted to be a writer, and
Okay, right.
architecture is kind of, I chose it so I could like look at the world in a different way, and that will
Uh-huh.
like sort of enrich my experience, and I have some sort
Right,
of substance to write about.
right. Okay, very good. So, writer is a good area. Now you have to think what you will write, what subject you will write. Okay.
Yeah,
Because writer can write many things, no? Writer, they write
yeah.
stories, poems, sometimes books. There are writers write about foods and cultures, on international news, politics. So, what kind of writer you would like to be? Just think about that.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. What do you want to say?
No, so I do like to write fiction and stories and stuff, but I feel like if I really were to write something, I really want it to be a bit more real and like
Mhm.
something worth reading rather than like maybe just a story or something like that. So I can only
Yes.
do that if I have a really
Good
like
experience.
rich something to say, like, a message to give to the world. I need to find that first.
Mhm. Very good. Do you know how many books I have written?
No.
Any one of you? I have written 15 books. My first book I wrote 2006 in Tamil. After that, many of my books are about my programs. They are available in my website. I think I shared one of them. It is like a storybook. So when you have time, you can read that. Inshallah.
Sir,
Okay.
I did
Now,
read it.
okay, inshallah. That is I say strategic novel. It is about parenting and youth. Okay.
I
Right.
think
Now,
my
what
dad
is your
had sent it to us and we had read it.
and Hafsa? I think she shared in the group.
Yeah, I read it, sir.
You read it? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
mashallah. You are a leader.
yes.
So I'd like to listen your feedback later, inshallah. Okay?
Okay.
sir,
Yes, Hafsa.
it's really impressive, mashallah, that you've written 15 books. And I want to ask you something. This is probably very stupid, but since you've been living in Turkey for so long now, have you written a book in Turkish language?
No.
No, I know.
Only in Tamil and English. Now, the language is not a problem because anyone can translate, no?
Yes.
Only thing is the idea. Idea is better. Once you have the idea always comes in your mother tongue. Then you can put into your any language. Isn't it? Yes. Inshallah, I wish all of you. Right. Now, what is your ambition? Now you have some idea. Huh? It is not perfect. I know that, but you have some idea. Now, let's do the assessment. So you have the ambition at the top. So could you please assess against these 6 statements with respect to your ambition, whatever in your mind, and give a score against 100 for each criteria. So when you think about your ambition, you have to think that like this. It has a role. You are responsible for a work. So while you deliver your ambition, it is like you are working with people. That's why we need to have skills and all of these things.
So, can you hear me? So, am I audible for you?
Yes.
We have to score it according to the role that we're gonna play in our ambition.
Yes. Consider your ambition as a role.
So, for that, how can I score for skills and experience? I mean,
Say, for
skills
example,
might be
what is your ambition?
a medical doctor, I mean, if I take up
Okay.
that role.
So medical doctor in the sense it is a medical officer, isn't it? You will help people to improve their health through consultation and giving right medicine. Okay. So it is kind of role. While you are doing that, you involve with people in terms of, say, for example, you cannot do by alone. You will be attached to an hospital. So you work with others, then you have to lead them. That is leadership skills, right? In terms of experience, I think at the moment you may have little experience, no? In terms of, since you are a medical student, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir,
So when your experience grow, your leadership, your overall strategic leadership also will become more strong, isn't
Yeah,
it?
my question was like, how can I assess it now for this level? Because these two factors are keep on growing for these few years, according to me.
Yes. Is it 0?
No.
No. Then you can put a score, maybe 5, 10, right? Like that.
sir,
Hafsa.
now I have to fill this according to what I read out loud as my ambition, right? Now, what do I put for the experience and skills as well? Because I have,
Yeah, if you have some experience, yes, there is a value, a number. If there is no experience at the moment, 0 is no problem.
okay.
Okay. But did you finalize what benefit people will get from you? In which area? You will teach them, or you will give them medicine, or you will what? There are many areas. Which area you will choose?
So, do I have to choose something temporarily for now?
Temporary, but try to make it more closer to you. Because still, now what I'm doing is I'm trying to bring you little by little towards your area, your potential. Next week it will be easy for me, inshallah, if you start to think now itself. Now, for example, Rokhaya said last time she wants to become psychiatric doctor. Why? She can help many people, isn't it? Right. That is, you decide that based on the demand. But do you want to do that? Is it your role? Is it your responsibility? Or you can do something else better than that. You have to think like that. Hmm? If it is the one you love a lot and you enjoy it, then no problem. Otherwise, if you can do better than that something else, it's okay, inshallah. Now, don't worry, now you have to finish A level, no problem. I'm telling about your future. Right? Okay. Right. So whatever score, maybe 0, 10, 5, no problem. This assessment shows you your current status. So understanding where you are now is very important to think about the development need. Okay, inshallah. So end of this whole program, you will develop your personal development plan. Okay, right. Okay. Any questions, Rukaya? Hafsa?
No.
Hafsa Liauddin, you mentioned about fashion designing something, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So have you done the assessment? Completed?
Yeah.
Good. Very good. Rukaya, please ask.
I don't have any doubts, sir.
No doubts. Very good. Hajra?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Where is Hannah? I think Hannah left. Good. So this kind of like a simple exercise to show you how we have to assess ourselves, but we will do this in detail later. Okay, inshallah. Now you end up with a temporary ambition or something in your mind, and you went through all these 6 dimensions to see where are you now. Now, until otherwise you are very clear about your meaningful ambition, this assessment is still not complete. Okay? So you have done something based on some kind of wishes in your mind. Still, you don't know whether is it the right ambition or not, isn't it? Am I right? Am I clear? Okay,
Yes.
good. Now, inshallah, we will discuss something about some basic principles before we wind up this session. I call them global mind principles. We have 6 principles. Inshallah, I will explain you briefly. Okay. Right. Good. Number one principle, okay? The process to become a strategic leader is easier than the process to become any other professional. What do you mean by that? Why it is easier? To become a professional in the area of accountant, in the area of any area, you want to go through a formal education, no? Isn't it? So you have to work. For example, Hamna, now she is studying medicine. For 5 years, she has to study. It is a process. Hannah said 7 years. So there's a process. But to become a strategic leader, give me a second. By definition, who is a strategic leader? An individual driven by a meaningful ambition. So when you discover your ambition of your life, then already you start to become a strategic leader, isn't it? Anyone can do this. Same like a tree. Okay, that's why I have shown this. It is a natural process. Anyone even from a village, a remote area, it can be some country in Africa or Far East or anywhere in the world. If somebody discovered their meaningful ambition, then he is on the way to become a strategic leader. So once you discover your meaningful ambition, the beauty is it's like water flowing from top to bottom, or it's like you are walking from top to bottom. Now, comparably, walking from bottom to top and top to bottom, which one is easier? Top to bottom, isn't it? Climbing a mountain or walking from mountain, which one is easier?
Walking down from
down. So once you have your ambition, meaningful ambition, that is the easiest one. Why? By definition, I said, and also explained that meaningful ambition is the purpose Allah created you. Okay? Allah knows that you can do this. So Allah has created for that purpose. So it is the easiest one for you, inshallah. That is the idea, right? So inshallah, it is easy for you. It is not difficult. The evidence is, I told you I studied engineering, isn't it? But I started to train people even before I became an engineer, or even before I went to university. Once I understood my ambition, I involved in that directly. Later, I studied many things to make myself more qualified to support myself. Okay. Second principle is leadership development starts with the potential you brought from your birth. What is that? You have to, Allah has kept the necessary essential potential within you. Okay, while you come to this world. So if you want to develop yourself, focus on what you have brought. That's why when you discuss about the leadership style, I told you that these styles are natural. Okay. So for example, if Hamna is authoritative leadership style, she has certain potential naturally. Okay. She doesn't want to try to become another leadership style. Why? Because that is something different than what she has potentially, naturally. What she has to do is she has to polish that to become more stronger in that version. Applicable to all of you, right? So that is coming from our birth, natural. Third principle is you are blessed with the essential potential to perform and achieve what you deserve. So here I am showing you a baby eagle. Do you want to train the baby eagle to become an eagle? Do you want to train? No. One day it will become an eagle, isn't it? Because it is born to become an eagle. Same like that, all of you, Allah has blessed you essential potential, you have them within you to perform what you deserve and what you perform best in this life. What Allah expects from you, you have that potential. Allah has given you. Otherwise, it is injustice, isn't it? Allah doesn't expect something from you that Allah doesn't give. Okay? Right. This is the third one. So now, for example, say instead of this baby eagle, if there is a baby crow, and that crow tries to become an eagle, what do you think? It doesn't have the potential to become an eagle, no? He can become a crow. So crow has a role in this life, in this world. She has to play that role. So we don't want to change it. We have to make that. For example, I know that I know the importance of a medical doctor. If I'm a medical doctor, I can help many people, isn't it? I can cure people's diseases. People will be very, very grateful to me and make dua for me. But I'm not for that. I don't have that potential. I don't understand this biological subject. Okay? Even if I read many times, it doesn't go to my mind. So I'm not made for that. Even I'm not made for engineering. I'm made for what? To develop people. That's what my role in this life. Is it clear? Okay. So I'll become an eagle, inshallah, in human development. Okay, not something else. Good. Right. The fourth one. Hafsa, read this, please.
Me or
Okay, you read.
acquire knowledge, skills, and experiences to enrich your potential to achieve what you deserve.
Okay, what do you mean by that? I mentioned in the previous principle, you are blessed with the essential potential to perform and achieve what you deserve. Okay, now I'm saying acquire additional knowledge, additional skills, and experiences to enrich your innate potential to achieve what you deserve. For example, if you have a baby eagle, you don't want to teach how to become an eagle, no need. But you can help that eagle to get more experience in flying in a mountain area, in a jungle area, more experience. But don't teach how to become an eagle because it will become an eagle. Now, this picture I'm showing you that explains this statement? Hamna, what do you understand from this picture? Anyone can guess what is the relationship between this image and this statement? Let's see who will understand.
We are the one who should acquire knowledge, skills to improve our potential.
Okay, right. But what is the connection between this image?
Like growing the plants, we should grow our potential.
Yes. How many plants we have here? Same plants or different plants?
Different plants.
Different plants. All of them need what? Sunlight, water, nutrition. But do you think same or different level of sun and water and nutrition? Different, isn't it? Because say, for example, one of them is an orange tree and another one is mango tree. Both of them will become what they deserve after some time. But you have to help them through giving required amount of water according to that plant, required amount of sunlight according to that plant, isn't it? Same way, once you understand what you deserve in this life, that is your meaningful ambition. I discussed that earlier. Now what you have to do is you have to spend your time and effort to acquire knowledge, skills, and experience to support that. For example, once I developed my meaningful ambition to help people to become right and righteous leaders, what I did my PhD in the area of human development. So I researched about what? How Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam identified the talents of his companion. By studying that PhD, so I benefit from that to deliver my mission. Is it clear? So now for O level, you have to study all 9 subjects. Hafsa, no excuse, eh? Hafsa, you must study, otherwise you cannot do anything in Sri Lanka. In terms of A level, you have to complete 3 subjects, whatever you have chosen. After once you finish A level, okay, then you can choose once you understand what is your ambition, and you can decide which area you should develop yourself. Okay, what books you should read. You can read many books, but you have to choose what will be beneficial for you. You can travel anywhere, but you have to choose which place I should travel. You can meet many people, but you have to choose what people I should be connected. Everything will be decided based on what we deserve in this life, what we can perform in this life. That is what we have to do. Otherwise, we will waste our time. Okay? Same like what I did. The 5th principle. Those who fail to recognize and benefit from their potential experience a stressful career or life. What do you mean by that?
Feel happiness in their career life.
Yes, no happy. Always stressful, no happy, tired, blame, fight, complain. Isn't it? Because they are working something not aligned with their potential which Allah has given to them. Same like in the picture, you see. They do job. They have a job, but they don't feel happy. They are tired. Other way around, those who realize what they deserve, that is meaningful ambition, enjoy their lives with clarity, confidence, and self-motivation. So you don't want to tell them what to do. They will do. They will innovate you. They will come up with new ideas. Even when they face problem, they will not give up. They will learn from them. That's why we said learning from mistakes. Even they fail, they come back again with more strength, you know. So they always face their challenges, struggles with happy, with motivation. There is a difference between a hardworking person and the person who is working towards their, based on their potential, towards their meaningful ambition. Is it clear? I'd like to listen from you. Okay. So we discussed 6 principles. What is the first one, Hafsa? Hafsa Nias. First principle, the process to become a strategic leader is easier than the process to become any other professional. Why? It is an internal decision you make about my ambition. No, you don't want to spend millions. Okay, you don't need to spend years. Just reflect yourself or get some advice from others and fix it. Then you will grow, inshallah. But if we miss this area, you will waste millions. Huh? Right. Personal leadership or personal development starts with the potential you bring from your birth. Whatever, Allah has kept within you, that is the foundation for the growth. Okay? That is second principle. Third one, you are blessed with the essential potential to perform and achieve what you deserve. You don't want to invent to become something, because you have, Allah has kept within you. Only discover them. Acquire knowledge, skills, and experience to enrich your potential to achieve what you deserve. So whatever we study in formal education or informal education, okay, or learning from experience, everything should be supporting to our overall ambition. And those who fail to recognize and benefit from their potential experience stressful life. Those who realize what they deserve enjoy their life with clarity, confidence, and self-motivation. These are the principles. Now, rest of our programs, inshallah, based on these ideas. Okay? Inshallah. Do you have any question about any of these principles? Hamna, it seems you are thinking deeply. So after this explanation, how about your clarity now about yourself and your future? Is it improved or not?
It makes more sense.
Makes sense. Okay, good. This is a good reply. Good. Hafsa?
So I have a question.
Yes.
So, according to the sixth rule, those who realize what they deserve enjoy their life with clarity and all. What if they take a long time period in their life to realize what they deserve? Will they have a stressful life till they realize it?
Until they realize, yes. I think that's what I have seen people.
Okay.
Yes. The people think that having money, huge wealth, will become peaceful. No, it is not always true, isn't it? So wealth, physical resources, recognition, status, these are not the criteria for peace of mind and success. Success comes with what you have internally and what you perform accordingly. Rokaya, what do you think after this explanation? Eh?
I don't have any changes like so told.
Anything? No, ஒரு பிரச்சனையும் இல்லை. நான் அவளை குழப்பம்ல தானே?
இல்ல.
Okay, right. But inshallah, you have to reflect on these areas, okay? Inshallah. Hana, what is your
Yes.
feedback?
I'm not. I did learn a lot, but I think implementation, I'm not sure yet where.
Okay, no problem. We'll discuss about implementation later, inshallah. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, inshallah, Hamna. Right. Right, சரியா? Okay, நாங்க முடிச்சுக்கிறோம், inshallah. One more slide. So today we discuss about what? Leadership, strategic leadership, global mind, strategic leadership. Now, you may ask a question. How is this concept unique? இதில் என்ன இந்த சப்ஜெக்ட்ல யூனிக்னஸ் சொல்லுவோம். நாங்க normally we talk about leadership development. Okay, strategic leadership development, leadership skills. There are many programs, courses, but this subject itself, there are some uniqueness compared to any other concept of leadership. Okay, and what are those uniqueness? I will quickly show you one by one. This concept prioritizes meaningful contribution to humanity along with personal success. For example, so once you understand your meaningful ambition and you will become more focused, you can develop yourself with focus. So you perform well in that area. Okay, you will become successful, inshallah, personally, and you will contribute to the humanity in the area you have chosen. Isn't it? அது முதலாவது விஷயம். ரெண்டாவது, inclusiveness. So whenever you go to a leadership program, they will talk about different leadership styles, and they will force you to become excellent in everything. They will tell you have to become authoritative, consultative, transactional, transformational. They will emphasize the importance of all the styles, and at the end you will feel guilty. What I will do? How to become, Superman in every areas? Okay, it is not possible. So this concept, what we talk is embracing all leadership styles rather than a singular approach. That means you are naturally into one style. Okay, being into one style, you can become a global strategic leader in that style. For example, Umar radiyallahu anhu was authoritative leadership style. Usman radiyallahu anhu was a consultative leader. Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu was a transformational leader. Ali radiyallahu anhu was a system-driven leader. These are different styles, but all of them, Asharatul Mubashshara, they were promised with Jannah, and they were the leader of the Muslim Ummah, isn't it? So style is not an issue. Only thing is you have to become a global mind, right and righteous. Okay, that is very important. And the third point is values. Why this concept is unique? Guided by universally recognized and applicable principles across all contexts rather than personal preferences. Now, in righteousness component, we talk about three things, no? Values, positive mindset, and spirituality. So values is very important. Why? Values will make you to become adaptable to any situation. But if somebody is driven by personal preferences, ego, selfishness. This is against values. People will hate you. So values is a very important point. And the fourth one is a natural process. Becoming a global mind strategic leader is a natural process. How? Because it is driven by ambition, something internal. So open to all individuals, recognizing and nurturing the potential they are born with, regardless of differences. So gender differences, geographical differences, national differences, nothing is important. Only thing is you must be a human, right? So it's common for anyone. And the fifth point, enduring success, achieving rewards in this world and the hereafter. Why? You will become successful with your strength and you will serve in the area you are best with the intention of getting the rewards from Allah. So you will become success in this life and hereafter. So this is the reason this concept is unique in terms of any other leadership development effort. Right. So what is your key learning points?